The Boneflower Convent, a Gothic horror story partner. The isolated sanctuary deep in the Carpathian Mountains of 15th century Transylvania stood the convent of Sacred Ashes, home to the Order of the Petalled Cross. 23 nuns lived in complete isolation, following a mysterious doctrine that blended Christianity with older, earth-based beliefs. Their Mother Superior, Abbess Valeria, was a woman of immense age and wisdom who claimed to have learned ancient secrets from the earth itself. The convent was famous for its miraculous garden, where flowers of impossible beauty bloomed even in the dead of winter, but these were no ordinary flowers. Each was grown from the bones of the deceased, planted in sacred soil and nurtured with prayers and something else, something the nuns called the tears of saints. Part 2. The ritual of bloom when a nun died. Her body wasn't buried in the traditional sense. Instead, the sisters performed the ritual of bloom. They would carefully clean the bones, grind specific parts into powder, and plant them in the convent's garden. Within weeks, a unique flower would sprout its color, shape, and scent, reflecting the personality and virtues of the departed sister. Sister Helena's journal from 1478 describes the process. "We planted Sister Marguerite's finger bones yesterday. Already the soil swells with life. I dreamt of red roses last night, Marguerite's favorite. When I woke, my pillow smelled of rose petals, though no such flowers grow within these walls." But the nuns guarded a terrifying secret. When the flowers reached full bloom, they would temporarily manifest as ghostly forms of the deceased sisters, walking the cloisters at night and whispering secrets from beyond. Part 3. The first warning signs. The trouble began in the winter of 1492, when the convent took in a young novice named Anya. She was the daughter of a local nobleman, sent to the convent after witnessing something so traumatic she refused to speak. Anya proved to have an uncanny affinity for the bone flowers. They would turn toward her when she prayed, their petals unfolding as if to listen. But Mother Valeria noticed something disturbing. The ghostly manifestations grew stronger and more substantial when Anya was near. Then came the night of the full moon, when Sister Beatrice's bone flower, a delicate white orchid, bloomed with unusual intensity. That night, Anya was found in the garden, speaking to a shimmering form that looked exactly like the long-dead Sister Beatrice. When questioned, Anya whispered her first words in months. She says the flowers are hungry, they want to stay. Part 4. The Harvest Moon Incident. The situation escalated during the Harvest Moon of 1493. All the bone flowers bloomed simultaneously, something that had never happened before. The air grew thick with the scent of 100 different flowers, and the ghostly forms of every nun ever buried in the garden materialized at once. Sister Helena's journal becomes increasingly frantic. October 3rd, the manifestations no longer fade. At dawn, Sister Marguerite's form stood by my bed all night. Her rose-scented presence so real I felt her breath. October 7th, Mother Valeria confided her terror. The flowers are evolving. They're developing their own will. October 15th, Anya hasn't slept in days. She says the sisters are teaching her the old songs, the ones that predate even the convent. The climax came when several nuns discovered Anya sleepwalking in the garden, uprooting bone flowers and eating their roots. When they tried to stop her, the ghostly forms intervened, their touch cold as death. The modern discovery present day. Dr. Eva Petron, a historian specializing in religious orders, receives a mysterious package containing Sister Helena's journal. Intrigued, she organizes an expedition to find the long-abandoned convent. What her team discovers defies explanation. The garden still thrives, though no one has tended it for centuries. Thermal cameras detect cold spots that move independently. Audio recorders capture whispering in multiple languages, some dead for generations. Most chillingly, They find Enya's remains in the garden, but her bone flower is unlike any other. It's black, metallic, and pulses with a faint light. The team's botanist, Dr. Markovic, makes a terrifying discovery. These flowers, they're not just growing from bone, they're rewriting cellular structure. This isn't botany, it's alchemy. Part 6. The legacy continues as Dr. Petrin examines Enya's bone flower. She experiences vivid visions of the convent's final days. She sees Mother Valeria performing an emergency ritual, trying to contain what they had unleashed. She witnesses the nuns realizing too late that they weren't growing flowers, they were creating vessel. As for souls to attach to this world to move on, the story ends with a chilling revelation. Dr. Petrin discovers she's descended from Enya's family line. The black flower has started responding to her presence, its petals turning toward her, its light growing brighter. And at night, she dreams of the garden, hears the sisters singing their ancient songs, and feels an irresistible pull to return to the mountains. Because some gardens need to be tended, some songs need to be sung, and the bone flowers are always hungry for new caretakers.